think this is working. I thought it might be worthwhile to record myself as I am learning katakana. I thought this was a little more um maybe interesting to show off. I feel like the mnemonics in here are a little bit easier. And the testing is a little more direct. And I just thought it'd be more interesting to show that maybe. Anyways, this first thing I've already memorized the vowels and the K consonants with the vowels. So I was gonna put that to the test just to show, and I don't know, I'd I'd learned I'd learned the vowels like several days ago ish, um, and I just did these K consonants like just now. But I'm expecting it will be pretty easy. But it's also one of those things where you want to revisit it or whatever just to make sure it's in there. All main kana. So this is the quiz page. Except I haven't done ma ra yet. That's interesting. Oh right, I guess I want to do on ka. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh wait, dang it. This is hiragana. I've already done this. Okay. Quiz again. Nope, wrong one. Go home, and we want to do katakana. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is ah. You can see it's kind of like an A. Ko is in the corners of the box. E is in it's an eagle. It's ka, just missing the thing. O is an opera singer. Engineer. Ooh, it almost looks like a U. Key, it's kind of looking like the original key. That is a chef's hat. That is Kook's hat. And that is just K. It almost looks like the letter K. K. Sorry. There we go. All right. Shaboom. And then they want me to print out, copy, download this worksheet. You need to go through it, filling the boxes with emoji for the kana. Try your best not to cheat. If you spend a while trying to remember kana, it will be beneficial to your memory. As long as you're able to recall it on your own. Looking up the answers doesn't help your memory at all, but struggle with the concept. Such your brain. This is the thing worth remembering. Try using the mnemonics when you need to recall something you can't figure out right away. For at least with only 10 kana, maybe a little boring too, but when you're done, move on to the next 10. Okay. I gotta download this file, make a copy. Let's do it. And this is still recording. Okay, cool. All right. That's that's uka e o kook's hat. It almost looks awkward, but that is, I think, ki ko u ko k k a ki ka u ka i ke o ku e ke i ki ka ku ko i o e u ku ki a o ke u ko ka I o e ke ki a ku. All right. I get antsy looking at that ku. That's the biggest one I'm antsy about. And A was throwing me off a little bit because I kept on thinking it might be K. But besides that, pretty sure it's good. All right. Now we want to take a 5-minute break. I will set my timer on my phone. All right. We'll revisit that. And back into it. Now we're going to learn the sa consonants and the ta consonants. As you have the A and K columns under your belt, it's time for the S and T columns. You should already know about the exception pronunciations from the Hiragana Guide. The she and the chi and the su. All right. Okay. It is katakana for sa. So we see some fish on a stick. Look at these two fish that are hanging on a skewer. The small one is a sardine. I love sardines. I can imagine that. That's a tasty little sardine. It's a little awkward because this kind of looks like the um, uh, se character, but no, I guess this is sa. But that's a sardine. And the bigger one is a salmon. Salmons and sardines. You can tell by the size difference. You can also remember this is sa because fish are called that looks like saka, sakana in Japanese. Interesting. Well, I love imagining this as a sardine and a salmon. I could do that. Sardine and a salmon. Sardine, salmon. All right. Is the katakana for she? That's a goofy looking face. This kind of looks like a smiley face, but something is wrong with it. Both eyes are sideways and stacked on top of each other like some deep sea fish. She has a very weird face. She has a very weird face. This kind of looks like a smiley face, but something is wrong with it. Both eyes are sideways and stacked on top of each other like some deep sea fish. Interesting. That deep sea fish, I'm not totally connecting with that. Sideways. Stacked sideways. Like, well, now I'm imagining like one of those like flat pancake fish, maybe. She has a very weird face. Honestly, I was almost connecting a little more. Well, it's interesting. Like, so that yeah, one of the things I thought was more interesting and helpful and memorable about these mnemonics when they use them for like memorizing these characters is like they very much tie the character to an image rather than a scene or an idea. Versus like learning kanji and radicals and vocabulary has a lot more to do with remembering. Like the mnemonics they use there are um, a lot more having to do with ideas of things rather than like what does this character look like, and like how do you make. And I don't know if that's because like there's something about you don't want to like because you're whenever you like maybe the idea is that whenever I see this I know it's going to mean she, and so I just need it's fine to associate that with an image because I'm always like there's never going to be any conflict. I'm never going to like see this again in a different context, and it's like oh no, I've associated it with a certain image, but now it means something totally different, and I have to have like two different images maybe. Like that's not the case maybe for these characters versus maybe that is a little bit more the case with the kanji vocabulary and stuff like that. But this is not. This is I was just saying all that because like honestly, I was getting almost a little bit more of something vivid, considering this as like a dopey face someone makes when they've screwed up and they're about to say like she like you know like the S word or whatever. uh like shit. Like that's the screw up face. That is the face of well shit. That's kind of what I see right there. She she I don't know. That's kind of I see a little bit more of that than she has a weird face. So I don't know. We'll see what I remember. She Um, Sue is the katakana for Sue. Um, was really weird because this looks very similar to the character, in hiragana. But okay. It's a Superman suit. It looks like. What's up there? It's Superman walking in the sky. Wait, upon closer inspection, it's just his disembodied supersuit. Where the heck did he go naked? That's interesting. It does look like Superman doing a Naruto run, kind of, but I can see Superman. That makes sense. I like that. It's a Superman. Superman running. All right. Is the katakana for se? It looks really similar to the hiragana se, so you should be able to use that to remember this katakana. To remember this kana. Oh, and there goes the timer. Let me just try to ingrain this a little more. It looks I don't know, a little bit more awkward. Like it is kind of a deformed fang because this is all like a sexy vampire fang. That's how you remember it as sad. But this is kind of like looking like a deformed version of that. Like it's crooked, it's bent backwards, and he's missing a part of his like cheek, I guess. But I think we can still make that work. It's a different kind of sexy vampire fang, maybe. Still sad. Okay. Now let's do this again. See how we do it. All right. K. It's a K. U, Ki, Ko, O, E, Ku, Ke, Ka. Whoop. That's not a big deal, but. Ki. E. I'm like questioning myself, but I'm pretty sure those are right. Ko. U. Ka. Ke. O. Ku. U. E. Ke. I. Ka. A. Ko. Ku. O. A. Ku. E. Ki. Ka. Ge. Ko. A. I. Ku. Ki. U. E. I. Ki. A. Ke. O. Ka. Ko. Oh. I did that kind of fast, but pretty sure it's all right. Ke. O. Ka. Ko. Ku. U. Ki. U. A. I. E. Ko. O. Ke. Ku. Ki. I. E. Ku. Ka. U. E. A. Ke. Ka. Ko. I. Ki. Ku. E. Ki. O. A. Ke. A. I. Ko. U. O. Ka. Ku. U. Ka. E. Ko. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. All right. 10-minute break. I was just surprised that I was getting it like so fast, and I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, whatever. Okay, still sexy vampire fang. Cool. All right. Katakana for sew. It is one needle and a long thread which you use to sew. Remember, needles are always vertical like this needle because you need to stab it through something straight down. This will help you to differentiate this one and the very similar the katakana from Needles are always vertical like this needle because you need to stab it through something straight down. Well, now I'm wondering if if this isn't going to be something needle based. What is that going to be? Because I'm associating a needle with N, but okay. This is a sewing needle, or one needle and one long thread to sew. It's a little awkward because they're not connected, but I think I can make that work. Okay. Sew. A sewing needle. Okay. All right. Is the katakana for ta? Excuse me. It looks like a kite. Okay. A little bit. Okay. Kites are called tako in Japanese. This is actually a taco kite. It looks exactly like a giant taco flying high in the sky. Tacos are all the rage these days. Do I see the taco? Taco flying in the sky. But we just need to remember that it's ta. It's awkward here. Yeah, you gotta remember, like, kites are called taco in Japanese. So if I knew that already, that would make this easier. But I don't. I don't really usually associate kites with ta. Kite ta. Maybe we could do that. But it's hard for me to like imagine this is a taco kite. Kite with a taco on it. But kaita. I think I can do that. Kaita. All right. Kaita. All right. Let's see how that goes. This is the katakana for chi. Doesn't this look like a cheerleader doing a cheer? It's a little awkward. Man. I almost see more of like a bird going cheat, 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 cheat. I don't know. That's me. That's my imagination making something up. I'm having a harder time seeing a cheerleader. I just Yeah, having a hard time. Like his head and his hand. It's like I'm just not seeing a cheerleader very well. I'm seeing more of a cheap bird. Is a cheap bird? Is that a real thing? Cheap bird? Cheap cheap bird? Is that a real? Is that a thing? Not really. Well, there is whatever this is. A cheap bird there. You got the cheap fish. All right, I'm just gonna say it's a cheap bird. That's my mnemonic. I think I'll remember a little more easily. This is the katakana for Tsu. While So had one needle and thread, Tsu has two needles and thread. Remember, needles are vertical because you need to stab them into cloth straight down. This will help you differentiate from this one from she. Oh my gosh, yeah, those do look almost identical, but they're angled a little more down. Man, all right, that's awkward, but okay. They're angled a little bit more down, which has horizontal lines. More horizontal. Horizontal means it's a face. Vertical. Oh right, we already learned she. I totally forgot. Um, horizontal lines means it's a face. Yeah, this doesn't look quite as much as a face. They're not like stacked on top of each other. Okay. Vertical means it's needles. So this one has two needles. But then you remember it's like ooh instead of oh. Because you have two needles. Two needles. Two needles. There's two needles, so it's two. Alright. Um Two and then maybe I'll refresh for now. Cheap bird, kaita. Maybe I'll remember it's a taco kite. Mm, I wanted to say ni, but it's so because it's just a sewing. It's just a sewing needle. Sewing. Se, sexy vampire, Superman suit, and he, and sardines and salmon. Okay, that one really looks like se, but okay. All right, it's missing. Okay, the mouth thingy. Okay. All right. This is the katakana for the telescope. This kind of looks like a telephone pole. Okay, I can kind of see that almost. Um, yeah, okay. I wish I had a better one, but telephone pole. Telephone pole. That's awkward. I need to see a telephone pole. Telephone pole. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. That's okay. There's a telephone pole. Okay. All right. Is the katakana for toe? Interesting. Oh, right. Well, we've already seen this in the kana memory stuff. It looks like a totem pole. A totem pole with an eagle wing. All right. Little awkward to remember, but I think we can try. Okay. All right. Sa, shi, su, se, so, kaita, ta, chi, tsu, te, and a totem pole. Are they having us learn? This is. Yeah, I guess we did learn the ka already. So this must, yeah, this is the ta. I was like thrown. I was like, wait, why is this ta? I feel like this would be like ka, but nope. All right, I get thrown off because I was like kite as in it's a K, but nope. And then I was like, wait, what is this gonna? How's this? Yeah, anyways, now that because that's not a T, and I was like, wait, is chi in the T section? Anyways, now that you've done another set of 10, it's time for exercises. As usual, these exercises will help you to practice katakana you've previously learned, plus the ones you've just learned. Select practice katakana and then ka sa That's so throws me. I'm like, that's set, right? Nope. And ta, kite ta. Do the quiz several times. See if you can do it all in under 30 seconds, or just complete the task 5 times. Once you're able to do either of those, move on. How is my timer? We got 1 minute 30 seconds left. All right, let's see how we do with the quiz here. Practice katakana. We got we got ka, we got saws and salmon and sardines, and we got taws and a kite taw. All right, we're about to do this. Let's see how good we can go. I'm gonna start the quiz at the 30-second mark, and here we go. All right, that's a telephone pole. That is corners. That's an eagle. That's an That's an opera singer. That's an engineer. That's a sexy whatever. That's a Sue too. That's a totem pole. That is a well, that's a kite taw. That is a ka. That's a chi. That's a ooh. That's a Superman. That's a needle. No. Oh, sewing. Man, we didn't make it in 30 seconds. Dang. All right. What is this? It's a chef's hat. Cool. That is saw. That is key. That is she. That is ke. All right. All right. 40 seconds or 50 seconds. Dang. All right. We're going to try again. Get ready. And here we go. All right. Ki, ka, ko, tsu, te, u, e. That is a kaita. Ke. Sewing needle. Se. Sa, to, shi, o, ed. That's a chi. That's a ku. And that's a su. All right. We did it. 20 seconds. I kind of want to do that again. Not bad. All right, and that's a two, that's a kaita, that's a sardine, the sexy Superman, key, cat, ooh, so, ka, eagle, cheep, cheep, she, and, o, te, ko, to, and the crew. All right. I don't even know how much that one was. We're going to do the next one in 30 seconds, see how fast we can do it again, just because it's fun. And get ready on your marks, get set. Here we go. That's a toe. That's an O. That's a ko. That's a te. That's a she. That's a ke. That's a ta. It's an u. That's a ka. It's a so. It's a se. It's an e. The sa. Tsu ki su ku e chi. 50 seconds. So 20 seconds. We got 20 seconds. All right. Not too bad. Cool. All right. Well, there we go. I don't think it's necessary to do much more than that. I feel like I gave a pretty good idea. But yeah, it was kind of fun. Um, these feel pretty like ingrained. Um, you know, I will have to their recommendation is to like practice these. And so I will be going over these again over the course of days and such. But like, I don't think I'll be needing to if I go over this tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna forget anything. That's how I feel right now. But maybe we'll see. Memory is a weird thing. But anyways, there we go.